Hi, also, if you're like most doctors, you know a lot about how to help people, but not necessarily how to get them in your door. So what I'm going to show you in this video is how you get free patients from the phone just by opening a phone book and making some calls. So here we've got a script from the infamous Grant Cardone. If you don't know him, you can Google him and you're sure to find him. And this is from his Millions on the Phone product, and they said that I could even share this. So here's a cold call script for a chiropractor developed by Grant Cardone that's proven to work. And you basically start with a first name only for whoever's calling, like this is Jill from Dr. Magic's office. And the reason why you would say the name of the doctor and his office versus the name of your practice is because if you're not Walmart or BMW or a big recognizable name brand like that, you just want to keep it on the personal level with the name of the doctor whose office it is. And then you give them a reason for the call. The reason I'm calling is Dr. Magic wants to provide you with a free checkup. And then this is essentially a takeaway where you say, to be sure I'm not wasting your time, let me ask you. And then you start to qualify them. So you say, when was the last time you had an adjustment? And if Dr. Magic could fix one thing with your body, what would that be? Now you're getting them to relive maybe some of the pains they're going through. And I know this is based on pain, but 70% of purchasing decisions are made based off of pain. And then if you want to educate them on the innate and how it can help your allergies and all that once they're in your office, that's when I would do that. Or you can make your own script, but it won't be tested. And then so C, if we could show you a solution that would handle this permanently, would you be willing to invest in a 5-minute appointment twice a week? And here you're just going to once again qualify their level of dedication, but also insert if it's one 20-minute appointment for you or if it is two 5-minute appointments, uh, obviously make this your own. And so other than yourself, who influences the decision with your health? This is where you want to figure out who are the other decision makers that this person consults with before they make any decisions on their health. You know, it might be a wife or a parent or anything like that. And if I could get you in today, would you be able to make time later today? We're about to go over a few notes on appointment setting, but generally you want to get them in as soon as possible because you're going to be fresh on their mind and they're less likely to flake. And then 5, would there be any reason you wouldn't be available at that time before I check availability? Once again, figuring out, is it a good time for them and limiting the ability for them to flake on you. And so here's some notes from the G-Man who would say, to pick up the phone, man. You gotta pick up the phone. So here's some notes on appointment setting from the G-Man himself. Do not commit to an availability offer as a possibility. So when you say, if I could get you in today, would you be able to make time later? Don't necessarily commit to it. Now, it might be easier for you to do that if you do have 5-minute, 2-minute appointments where people are just coming in quickly and getting an adjustment. So it's not like a big loss on your time. But you just want to say, if I could get you in. Doesn't mean that I can, but if I could, would you be able to? And for the time, and yeah, always offer today as the first choice. Again, if I could make time available, would you make time today? And always offer alternate times once you get the day available. So say your afternoon and giving a call and they say, sure, I'll come in today. And maybe you have a 3 to 6 o'clock 6 o'clock time. You might say, okay, would you like it before 4:30 or after 4:30? Say that's the rest of the day, right? And then you let them pick their time, but you kind of split it up. So if they wanted to do it tomorrow, you'd say, okay, would you like it before noon or afternoon? and get them to pick their appointment time. And then always lock in the appointment. Would there be any reason you couldn't make it on that day? Oh, yeah, well, I might get a call from my kid or something. It just gets them to think about that level of commitment. So, it gets them to think about, and so it just gets them to think about that level of commitment, and maybe they did have something going on they weren't even thinking of. And then confirm, it says here to confirm the appointment the day of with a text. If you're booked out 3 days ahead, I would confirm the appointment with a text immediately that day and then the day of. So when we book patients for you, we send them a text message 48 hours before, and then we send them one just a few hours before their appointment with you. And then the number one thing, never make the prospect wrong for being a no-show. If you try to say, you had that appointment with me, but you didn't make it, then you're not going to make anybody feel good in that situation, and you're pretty much going to burn a bridge at that point. When people don't show up after they set an appointment for us, we just send them one more text message that said, I hope everything was all right. If you'd like to reschedule, here's a link. And we just ask them once, and then they go back into like a retargeting cycle. But I hope this is helpful. If you need more patients, then you can get them for free by picking up a phone book, going, you can call businesses as well. And I asked Grant Cardone and his team, I was like, is just the phone book the best way to do this right now? And they said, yeah, but you can also generate leads online. And I happen to generate leads online, and if you wanted to use the script, you can, but it's not even necessary with the software that I use because we book the patients for you. And now we would still recommend that you give them a call because when you're choosing a healthcare provider, isn't a level of personal interaction something that's important? So we do recommend that you'd still give them a call, but if you're just starting out, maybe you're trying to build your practice, maybe you're trying to keep growing your practice even after you've started it, this is a way that you can get patients for free. If you've got a receptionist sitting there, they can just start calling and picking up the phone. And this is a proven script, so I hope it helps you serve more people. Thank you. Bye.